a man at short cover. He's in nice and tight. Wow, it's a missed opportunity for Kanday. If he hits, he's gone.
And you can see the determination on Dasun Shanaka. I think it was a easier throw to the other end. But the Kanday Falcons know who they need at this stage, and that's Gurbaz. Rajit has adjusted his length very nicely. Probably a couple of feet shorter.
Here's that length. Talk about a test match length. Top of the stumps, angle across the left-hander. Nice bowling. Captain's got the field. He's still got that man in slip as well. We saw this last night with Kanday. He wanted to be aggressive early and look to take wickets.
Most runs in the ICC T20 Men's World Cup in 2024. 8 innings, 281. And when he scored runs, edge gone. Oh, he's put it down. That was a sitter. Dinesh Chandimal spills his lollies.
Absolute beauty. Like it might have just seemed away. I actually thought the umpire put his finger up then. Off the wicket, bit of movement away. That put it down. Thick outside edge, genuine outside edge. I think the umpire must have missed. Thought the keeper hung onto it. Must have missed it.
Again, this time an easier effort. Rajita sticks with that line, sticks with that length, and it's a replay, Clarky.
Same but different. Yep, I missed the last one. Umpire missed the last one. He got this one. Absolute beauty again. Right length, right line, that angle across the left-hander. And on this occasion, it sticks. Smart bowling, lack of discipline with the bat after making the same mistake the ball earlier. Gets his man.
Oh yes, Jamon Daniel, an opportunity wasted, I would say. He's gone for 3, 16 for 1. Dasun Shanaka, because he didn't pick up a wicket, he's not got another over unlike last night, where he kept going and going. That was a strange over with Daniel trying to hit across the line because it was just Rajita's angle. Across, probably better off going towards extra cover if he wanted to. Geez, Clarky, a drop and a grab.
Yeah, interesting last couple of balls, wasn't it? I think we're all a little bit shocked to see that first one dropped. Happens though, we've seen a few drop catches already in the games that have been played. It's nicely bowled, genuine outside edge. No one at first slip, a man at second, so you've got to go as the keeper. And thankfully, he gets a second chance.
Everything very similar, just the difference in the second one, he decided to move with the ball rather than just dive. In front of square, that'll be 4.
He doesn't get it on this occasion. Luck goes his way. Look to go downtown, over the bowler's head, up and under. It's inside half of the bat and still gets away with a boundary. Wants to hit this up and over his bowler's head. Just closes the face a fraction. Once again, that man out at deep square legs behind the square leg umpire. It goes well in front.
Mid-wicket in place, there's no slip. Square leg and third man, the men in the deep. Matthews, oh, he's picked up a blinder. I thought he misjudged it, but Matthews does really well.
Wow, that is an absolute beauty. I cannot believe it. Thought it was going to bounce short. Angelo Matthews, the old boy, he's still got it. Dives forward, gets his hands underneath it. This is an unbelievable catch. Reads it early, takes off straight away. Oh yeah, good set of hands. Massive wicket for Kanday.
The danger man. Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He's gone for 17. It's 20 for 2. He's got to dig in. Gonna have to rebuild. Mohammad Wasim at the other end. He's a dasher. Now does he go? Does he haul it in? This is what early wickets do for you. It causes a bit of doubt in the opposition players' minds. Oh, lovely. Stands tall on his toes and he just punches it through, Clarkie.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Nice way to get off the mark. Back foot punch. Just looks to time this and the placement spot on. Good position, back and across. Gets into the gap, and again, another example how fast this outfield is.
Nothing wrong with the wicket. You can play shots like that. This is Sadira Samaravikrama at his best.
Yeah, well, Colombo's probably got to look at the game last night. Kanday did the same thing. It took 4 wickets in the first 6 overs, but it took one partnership. Clombo now, they might just have to go a little bit slower than they probably like. Let's build a partnership.
Couple of runs.
That balance is so hard, trying to work out how hard to go in the first 6 overs of the power play. So we had a look at this last wicket again. Not the best of deliveries. Wanted to get it squarer, but Angelo Matthews off the mark to the ball, and then to hang on to that, that's an unbelievable catch.
He was hanging around, but his partner says, go on, man, I saw that. Remember a conversation you had after picking up one low here in a test match?
Can't remember.
Oh, lovely. Sadira Samaravikrama. What a way to start an innings. He's on to 10 already, 30 for 2.
Yeah, ball's coming on nicely. Again, I like seeing the batters look to hit straight, play with the full face of the bat. Doesn't get much better than that. That's the perfect on drive. Full face, timing, doesn't overhit it, gets it straight enough to beat Angelo Matthews at mid-on. Yeah, it's always a nice feeling. Getting one of those out of the middle early on in your innings does your confidence the world of good.
The big hoik. That's how Wasim plays. If he gets hold of it, it's going to go to Dambulla for sure.
And I think on this pitch, I think looking to go as straight as you possibly can, so important.
Rajitha to Daniel, all three going right across. Now in this, Dinesh Chandimal moves nicely. His feet work.
Look, I think it's the angle more than the length of that delivery that's so important. As you mentioned, that angle across the left-hander feels like an outswinger to the lefty. So important for the bowlers on pitches like this that are pretty good for batting. If there can be anything in your favour, you've got to try and take it. So again, you'll see bowlers go wide of the crease. You talk about spinners, change your pace, over the wicket, round the wicket. All these little 1%ers are so important just to give the bowler some sort of advantage. Such a batter's game these days, but when you see a bowler do that, wide of the crease, angle across the right-hander, the left-hander, sorry, keep that man at slip. Very smart bowling.
That's not smart bowling.
That's probably the opposite to what we're after. There's angle there, angle of meter down the leg side. That's a big wide.
Geez, that relieves the pressure straight away. He was trying to push it in because Kasun Rajitha, with his wrist, his stock ball is to curve it towards the slips. Now, those two nicks of Daniel, he's trying to go onside. Not really reading his wrist, but thinking he's going to bring the ball back in. That's why he's going leg side. But the angle ends up making it an outswinger. That's for 2 straight. The angle into the pads working for Wasim.
Yeah, there's not much room. Can't afford to get this wrong. Again, that's 2 straight with the field he's got. That man up at fine leg. Little step back and across. It's too straight. He wants that more hitting off stump. That's probably hitting leg, maybe even going down. Smart batting though, using the pace, using the angle.
And keep an eye on the back lift. Goes to the moon and back. He is waiting to swing and swing hard. He's got him rattled somewhat, and in terms of the run rate, they are way up there. Now they got to make sure that they build this partnership. You mentioned the point that, okay, absorb pressure, take it a little slow. No, they've got the break they need. They've got moving. Now hold it together. Yeah, we got friends everywhere. We got friends in the sky too. Fitz Air. Yeah, some fabulous destinations around this part of the world. That's it. The 50 is on the board. Wasim. He's having a go.
Enjoy the emotions of the sports with Melbot. Enjoy the energy, the victory. Only victory. Only Melbot.
He doesn't need to. He really doesn't need to. He's gone for many this over, Rajitha.
Yeah, I can only think the reason he's trying to bowl so straight and he's getting it wrong at the moment is he's worried about giving width on the offside. This is where the captain's got to try and help his bowler, maybe make a change in the field. Bring that man up at deep point or give him another man on the offside. Make him bowl it outside off stump. Communication's so important between captain and bowler.
He's picked it up again. Another 6. Magnificent from Wasim. That ends the fourth. It's 61 for 2.
Great over for Clombo. Poor bowling here. Poor finish. Again, same angle, same result.
Well, this is going along perfectly here for Colombo. 61 for 2 after just 4 overs. Extras read 7. 7 wides inside 4 overs.
Colombo strikers making a statement here in their opening game of this edition of LPL, and how good Wasim has been in this innings. Right from the word go, he's backing his ability, going after the bowlers and picking runs very quickly. A rollicking start.
Well, we thought that the surface would be better to bat on tonight than it was earlier, and it wasn't bad, not by any stretch of the imagination earlier. It was nice to bat on, but it just seems to be coming on even nicer now.
Yeah, it has freshened up, that's for sure. He's a worried man at the moment. Hasaranga. That is the drink you want in Sri Lanka in these humid conditions, 100 plus. A mixture of carbohydrates and electrolytes. It's a must here, especially for the players.
Pace taken off, but still they score a run, so that's clever batting. recognising that pace has been taken off. He just looking to find the most he can get off one ball, and then realising, well, I can't find a boundary there, I'll just drop it at my toes and run.
You know, talking about taking the pace off, he's been absolutely brilliant. Shanaka, you know, whenever he's taking the pace off, he's making sure he lands the ball on the length. Not back of the length, not short, just on the length. And that's why he's been amongst wickets and he's been troubling the batters.
In the previous game, we saw the seamers try and take pace off the ball, bowling lots of cutters, but they tended to bowl it a little bit too short, and it did stick in the wicket, but it would just sit there. Batters would be able to just wait and wait and wait and pick their spot. So even though you're taking pace off the ball and showing all your variations, you've still got to land the ball in the correct area. Most of the fielders inside the 30-yard circle now are just hanging on to the edge. They're happy to surrender a single, and that, I suppose, tends to happen when there's boundaries flying everywhere.
Yeah, he's been good. Shanaka. The other bowlers are going for plenty, but this over has been very economical. Just 4 singles. Wasn't a great delivery to end the over. Spoiled the over. It was a long hop. Sat for the batsman. And
Enjoy the emotions of the sports with Melbot. Enjoy the energy, the victory, only Melbot.
Mr. Noodles, enjoy the best. Mr. Noodles, amazing taste. Mr. Noodles, enjoy the best. Mr. Noodles, Mr. Noodles, Mr. Noodles. Let's one expert, pump it up. Let's one expert, play on top. Let's one expert, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one expert, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's one expert, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight.
the ball didn't get up for the batsman's liking. Kept low, that's why he was done there. And that should be the length against Wasim, who likes to flick the ball.
Encourage him to get the ball through that offside. I know there's no protection on the offside, it's all on the leg. That's where he wants it, that's where he gets it, and he will punish you all day if you get too straight.
That's his strength. Was able to maneuver the length. It wasn't a foolish delivery, just back of the length. And again, wrist work earned him 4 runs. Likes flicking the ball, doesn't he?
He's strong. Almost shovels it across there, doesn't he? The pre-shot movement is back and across onto off stump, almost covers his stumps, forces you to bowl straight. Can't afford to fall into that trap. Dusmanta Chamera needs to be outside that off stump, outside of it. That was slightly outside, and still he manages to get it away on the leg side. And that brings up the 50 partnership between these two. Just 21 deliveries. This is the example of the strength on the leg side. If it's hitting the stumps, he will work you away on that leg side. You cannot afford to bowl at the stumps.
Yeah, if you want to, it has to be a foolish delivery. If it's back of the lamp, that allows him to flick the ball into the air. The bowlers, they need to gather their thoughts how to go about the job against Wasim.
They chased the score comfortably yesterday. Malkins against Dambulla. One with, what, 2.5 overs to spare, courtesy of the Dasan Shanaka show. Well, the way things are going at the moment, they might have to chase a few more tonight. Well, that's a delightful stroke. Really is. He stood nice and tall and finds the gap.
It's very important in this format for the bowlers to use the fielders. He's got a sweeper behind square on the offside, but that ball was too short, and it allowed the freedom to the batter to hit the ball where he wanted to, into the gap. Just timed it. Used the pace on that occasion, Samra Wickrama.
Radisson hotels, there are a couple around Sri Lanka, one in Galle, another in Colombo. That's gone fine, and that's gone for 4 as well. Two very different players, both extremely effective in the way they go about their work. Another big over, 13 from it, 78 for 2 at the end of the power play.
Enjoy the emotions of the sports with Melbot. Enjoy the energy, the victory, only Melbot.
সমাজের সাথে তম্বুনার বাধা ভেঙে সময় এখন দেখিয়ে দেওয়ার বুলডোজার পারলে ঠেকাও দুনিয়াকে তুমি পারলে ঠেকাও Future happiness back না Life not falling মজায় চাঙ্গা
চকলেট খাবে? খাবো না, আজ মার সাথে অনেক ডিসুম হয়েছে। চকলেট খাবে? ডায়াবেটিস হবে আর সব দাঁতে পোকা হয়ে যাবে। ডিসুম। উফ, রোজ সকালে টুথপেস্ট দিয়ে ব্রাশ করি, তাও তুমি সকালে পেপসোডেন্ট দিয়ে ব্রাশ করো না? ক্যাভিটিস নিয়ে কেন ভয় পাচ্ছ?
আমাদের সেরা পেপসোডেন্ট চার্মিচের 12 ঘন্টা জীবাণুদের সাথে লড়াই করে ডিমে ক্যাভিটি থেকে সর্বাধিক সুরক্ষা।
সবসময় চকলেট মা, তা ডিসুম তো পেপসোডেন্ট করবে, তাই না?
Enjoy the best, it's the noodles. It's the noodles. Enjoy the best. It's the noodles.
প্রতিদিন আছে যে সুযোগ কাছে আসার
নতুন ক্লোজ আপ তোমাকে দেয় 6 গুণ বেশি ফ্রেশনেস। এখন ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলার সাথে মুখের কোনায় পরিষ্কার করে, জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয় সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। ক্লোজ আপ 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস।
সমাজের সাথে তম্বুনার বাধা ভেঙে সময় এখন দেখিয়ে দেওয়ার বুলডোজার পারলে ঠেকাও দুনিয়াকে তুমি পারলে ঠেকাও
গার্লস, চুলে নজর কাড়া ব্ল্যাক শাইন পেতে টিপ নাম্বার 4, সূর্য থেকে আড়ালে রাখো। টিপ নাম্বার 3, সময় থাকলে হেয়ার প্যাক বানাও। টিপ নাম্বার 2, দিনে 100 বার চুল আঁচড়াও।
এসব বাদ নজর কাড়ার শাইনের জন্য নাম্বার 1 টিপ, নিউ সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইনে আছে ভিটামিন ই ও আমলা, যা তোমাকে দেয় নজর কাড়া ব্ল্যাক শাইন। ওয়াও, এত শাইনি!
নজর কাড়া শাইন চুলের নাম্বার 1 চয়েস, নিউ সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন।
Future happiness back না Life not falling মজায় চাঙ্গা
ডাভ কন্ডিশনার কোম চ্যালেঞ্জ। চিরুনি আটকাবে নাকি মসৃণ ভাবে চলবে? শ্যাম্পুর পর 1 মিনিট রাখলে চুলে জট বাঁধবে না? চলুন দেখি। আশিয়া চুলের এক পাশে শ্যাম্পু, অন্য পাশে শ্যাম্পুর পর ডাভ কন্ডিশনার ব্যবহার করে চুলের মাঝ থেকে আগা পর্যন্ত। ডাভ কন্ডিশনার ছাড়া চিরুনি আটকায়, ডাভ কন্ডিশনার ব্যবহারে আটকায় না, কারণ এর ময়েশ্চার লক টেকনোলজি মাত্র 1 মিনিটে ময়েশ্চার লক করে। এতে চুল হয় এতই মসৃণ যে চিরুনি আটকায় না। ডাভ কন্ডিশনার।
উফ, এত রোদ। হ্যাঁ, রোদ তো চেহারা সানগ্লাস পরিয়ে দিল। আনিকা, সাবান দিয়ে বারবার ধুলাম চেহারাটা, কিন্তু রোদে পোড়া ভাব।
সাবান দিয়ে কাজ হবে না। নতুন গ্লো অ্যান্ড লাভলি ফেস ওয়াশ। এই 3 গুণ মাল্টিভিটামিন ত্বকের গভীরে প্রবেশ করে ধুলোবালি ও রোদে পোড়া ভাব কমিয়ে ত্বককে করে উজ্জ্বল। উজ্জ্বলতা প্রতি বশেই।
There needs some magic, and Kanday are going to deliver it with their skipper, Hasaranga.
Yeah, he has to come to the fore. His side is chasing the game at the moment, and they need a breakthrough here, and they need it desperately, and he's the man who can do it. He's got plenty of varieties in his repertoire. He can really trance the batsman.
That finds the gap. That's another boundary. Well, they seem to have an answer for everything that's dished up to them this evening.
This is not the first time in this LPL we have seen Hasaranga dropping it way short from the target. And he got the treatment. Plenty of time for Samra Vikrama to hit the ball into the gap. Oh, good fielding, good fielding.
The worrying thing here for Kanday is what's to come for Clombo here. I think Glenn Phillips, this is a nice bit of fielding. Glenn Phillips, the New Zealander. There's still Tasara Pereira. Karuna Ratne. Valalagay. They've got plenty of batting. They bat all the way down to 9. Shadab Khan from Pakistan. They've got so much power still to come, so he really is going to have to work his magic here, Hasaranga.
Yeah, this time around, the Clombo strikers have burned some midnight oil in order to select a side, and this side looks good. They can really challenge the stronger sides, especially Kanday in this LPL. Once again, wrist work.
They've played that over very smart. Very simple. 8 from it. 86 for 2. What do you do in a situation like this now? Because you've got so much batting to come. You're 2 down after 7. Yes, there's 2 set batters. Do they both say, well, let's both take it on, and if one gets out, well, then I'll then become the anchor? Or how do they go about their work here? Can they be more aggressive?
Oh, ball coming! I think they've got to be sensible. No one, they needed to be aggressive, they were. Now a bit of intelligence is required. Remember that power blast? They should target that. You know, at the moment, the pressure has ramped up on the batters. There was a chance of run out, but I think Wasim is safe, judging by his reaction.
The beauty about this ground for the outfielders is that they can skip the ball in. He's going to be safely home, but those boundary riders, they can throw the ball on the bounce and the ball will lose very little pace. Sometimes you can throw the ball in on the bounce from the boundary and the ball just holds in the surface and doesn't arrive at the wicketkeeper. Not here. And that's a well-judged 2.
Ball, buddy, ball, buddy!
Oh, he hits the ball hard. He really does.
He does give it a thump, doesn't he? Strong wrists and forearms. Is featuring for the first time in LPL. Salman Agha.
Ball. Oh, he's found a gap. He's found a gap, and the outfield will do the rest. That is brilliant placement.
Good cricket all around. Now you have to give a lot of credit to the bowler, left armer, to be able to flight the ball. But Samra Vikrama was ready for it. Showing the awareness where the gaps are, Samra Vikrama.
They are absolutely flying here, the Clombo strikers. 8 overs have been bowled. There's 9 from that one. 95 for 2.
tremendous rate of scoring. They've taken the bowling on. They've not spared anybody. That's the big boss. Samantha Durangvela, the tournament director, he's worked really hard with Taranga Parnavitana, one of the selectors. Watching the LPL quite intently. The selectors feel very keen to look at some of the players here, Mahan, because I believe there are lots of openings that are coming in the T20 side. So lots of young cricketers do have an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Come on, boys.
Vanidhu Hasaranga. He's been milked around for singles. Right, we're looking at Sri Lanka's best-selling brand, new 7-seater. This is from Unimo Enterprises Limited. Indeed, it's a wonderful machine, and you should get your hands on it. Now, is that close? Is that close? It's close enough. Vanidhu Hasaranga strikes. They needed that wicket.
Having a chat, I'm pretty sure they'll go upstairs. It's a big wicket, big occasion in the game. He has to take it. Yeah, he takes it. Wasim goes upstairs.
Well, that's an anxious wait for the Kanday Falcons. They needed this wicket. That should be fine. It is the next frame. Where was it pitching? Is it pitching in line or is it pitching outside the leg stump?
Brooks really close, but where did it pitch? Can be touch and go. Oh. That looks really close to the inside edge as well. Ball pitching possibly leg stump, and that's a snicko, but the bat is far away. Interesting, very interesting.
Well, look at the two frames. There is a spike, but there is the ball is nowhere close to the bat, so that's fine. So there is no bat at all. It's the next frame. It is the ball tracking that will tell you, because you could see the middle and off stumps. Where did this pitch? In line? Yes, it is in line and it is hitting. So eventually it's a good decision. Umpire Shanta Fonseca on his debut in the LPL, ruling it in the favour of the bowler. And well, the Kanday Falcons have got a huge scalp.
A big wicket. He knows how big it is. Mohammad Asif was taking the gear away from the Kanday Falcons, and the captain, the superstar, does the job for Kanday. Wasim very well played. 32, Clombo 98 for 3.
Life's not falling while Mr. Noodles, enjoy the best. Mr. Noodles, amazing taste. Mr. Noodles, enjoy the best. Mr. Noodles, Mr. Noodles,
Enjoy the emotions of the sports with Melbot. Enjoy the energy, the victory, only Melbot.
Looking for some loop on that occasion, just tossing it up.
As expected, the first ball was googly. Again, Phillips, very good batter, gun fielder, definitely a good recruit for the Colombo strikers. Another googly, this time it's gone through the game. Vanidhu Hasaranga strikes again for the Kanday Falcons, and he knows how big it is. Wasim first, and now it's Glenn Phillips.
I love that reaction. I love the celebration of Vanidhu Hasaranga. Look at those eyes. Look at the way he celebrates. Brilliant wrong-un. Glenn Phillips knew nothing about it, went between bat and pad. And 2 wickets close to each other on 98. And Vanidhu Hasaranga, look at the celebration. Look at those eyes. Look at the way he celebrates. It's a big wicket, no doubt. Needed to come back, and that's exactly what he's done. Glenn Phillips goes without scoring. 98 for 4 at the end of 9.
It's the noodles, enjoy the best. It's the noodles, amazing taste. It's the noodles, enjoy the best. It's the noodles, it's the noodles, it's the noodles. Şamacık şakıcı dondular. Bana dengi şamaya kundaki da var. Dozlar, parle çaka. Dünya ke oldu bir parle çaka.
জানো ডেড স্কিন সেল আমাদের আসল উজ্জ্বলতা ঢেকে দেয়। টেপ টেস্ট করলে বুঝতে পারবে। দেখলে আসল উজ্জ্বলতা লুকিয়ে ছিল ডেড স্কিন সেলের নিচে। এগুলো দূর করতে পন্ডস ব্রাইট বিউটি ফেস ওয়াশ এর ভিটামিন B3 যুক্ত ফর্মুলা।
Adira Samra Vikrama.
I think Glenn Phillips would have known it's going to be a googly. Most of the time, new batters know that Vanidhu Hasaranga is going to dish out googlies more often than not. But just that the ball dips at the right time and the length was short to be driven away. Hard hands. Even though it's T20 cricket, if you can take 1 or 2 balls, soft hands, get your eye in, get used to the pitch. Players like Glenn Phillips, so experienced, could have been done, and he could really hurt the opposition if he sets. And that's why Vanidhu Hasaranga is so good. Batters know it's coming, just can't play it.
Quick single here, the 100's up. Isara Pereira gets off the mark. Isara Pereira just dropping and running with it. The 100's up in the 10th over. This was the first one. This was Mohammad Wasim. He referred it. And then the wrong one, as you said.
I thought Mohammad Wasim's dismissal was too full to be swept away. He probably would have played the sweep shot on line, thinking that it may be pitching outside the leg stump, but it was way too full. And that was a leg spinner, not the googly, so hence it's going to turn back in to you. That's what he does. Whenever the chips are down, team is under the pump, he comes and delivers.
Now Kamidu Mendis here is ambidextrous. To the left-hander, he bowls right arm off spin. As soon as the right-hander appears, he prefers to bowl left arm spin. This is a rarity. I mean, it is absolute talent to be able to do what he's doing with both his hands, right and left, and now left arm.
I like the way Vanidhu Hasaranga is handling Kamidu Mendis. International cricket, we don't see him much, neither in club cricket. But Vanidhu Hasaranga is pushing him to bowl. And today, his brother Chaturanga De Silva is not playing. It would have been good to bowl at 2 right-handers since his service is not there. Kamidu Mendis ideally could bat at number 4 and brings you 2 to 4 overs.
It's turning out to be a good over. They pulled it back a little bit, 6 runs. The last over had 2 wickets. It's 104 for 4. About Vanidhu Hasaranga, we speak about the leg break. Look at that. Look at the googly which is on the left of your screen. The leg break on the right, but it's the wrong and that almost comes off the back of the hand. In fact, on the right and the leg break on the left. See, the key here is to make sure that you disguise it well. You really don't have any change in the release. So another look, just the leg break on the left and the wrong and on the right.
It's very hard to pick when it's from the front end, where the batsman is just looking at it. Most of the batters try to pick it up from the wrist itself, but some would pick from the length or the line of pitching and look at the seam position as well. So it depends on the individual how you're going to pick. But the point is, Glenn Phillips would have known. They would have spoken in the team meetings, knowing as soon as Vanidhu Hasaranga comes in, he's going to bowl plenty of googlies to him. But still, he knew it's coming, but he just couldn't keep away. That's how good Vanidhu Hasaranga has been.
Salman Ali Aga, nice drift. More than useful off spin. 37 wickets, decent, very good economy, I must say. Not decent, good economy. Under 7 runs. Down the wicket. And just over long on for 6. For a moment I thought long on was in business. But it just cleared him.
Calculated risk taken by Sadira Samaravikrama. Covering the line, coming down the track. Pitch of the ball and a good shot. Keeping his shape and good enough. Not trying to hit too hard or trying to go big. Try to go 100 meters, but just enough to evade that field at long on.
Oh, that time he moved too far across. Would you believe it? They lost another wicket. They lost wickets close to each other. Clombo are losing that initiative they had. They've lost wickets at 98, now at 111, and Sadira Samaravikrama, the man who has to go.
Basically missed a straight one. Possibly more thinking that ball is going to skid onto the bat. It just gripped a bit. 3 wickets in 4 overs of Clombo. In trouble. Sadira gone for 48, Clombo 1-1-1 for 5.
The noodles, enjoy the best. It's the noodles. It's the noodles, enjoy the best. It's the noodles. Future happiness, bad life. Life's not falling, মজায় চাঙ্গা সমাজের সমাজে দম্বনার বাধা ভেঙে সময় এখন দেখিয়ে দেওয়ার ইন্ট্রোসার পারলে টাকা দুনিয়াকে বল তুমি পারলে টাকা
জানো ডেড স্কিন সেল আমাদের আসল উজ্জ্বলতা ঢেকে দেয় টেপ টেস্ট করলে বুঝতে পারবে দেখলে আসল উজ্জ্বলতা লুকিয়ে ছিল ডেড স্কিন সেলের নিচে এগুলো দূর করতে পন্ডস ব্রাইট বিউটি ফেস ওয়াশ এর ভিটামিন B3 যুক্ত ফর্মুলা ডেড স্কিন সেল দূর করে
1 ball to go in the over. And a dot ends it. 7 runs and a wicket. It's 111 for 5.
The noodles, enjoy the best. It's the noodles. It's the noodles, enjoy the best.
জানো ডেড স্কিন
Oh, that was a bit of swing. There was some turn. A bit of dip as well from the spinner.
That turned square.
Turn in here, lads.
Come in the wind. Oh, what a fantastic delivery. There was some curve. Full toss. Missed out Tisarapera. Usually he could talk it out of the ground. I think Tisarapera should play his natural game. They still got Villal again, Chami Karnaratna. Straight one. Yes, turned a bit. This has been the problem with Sadira. Too many soft dismissals, even in international cricket. Gets himself in and just misses a straight one, the last one. But way too many soft dismissals for my liking.
48 of 26. 48 of 26.
Ball near my Machan. Near my Ghana coming.
Right, 100 plus is our official hydration partner. It's specially formulated to keep the body hydrated, and you couldn't have asked for anything better. Refreshers, rehydrates. It's the 100 plus we're talking about.
Oh, near my Machan.
Just a bit of bounce that time. Single down to deep mid wicket. Now things are slowing down a little bit. It's time for Clombo to consolidate.
Coming.
Tisara should go for it. He should play his natural game. That's where he's best at. Still Dunit Vellalage, in case if you need a batter who can hang around for a little while, Vellalage can do that job. And anything 170, 160 would be a below par score for me. To get to 180, 190, to beat a strong Falcon side, I reckon Tisarapera got to play his natural game.
Vanidhu Hasaranga short extra cover, some outstanding fielding.
Oh.
He's bowling slower, searching for some turn. This time he might find the boundary. He does. So Shadab gets a boundary to finish the over. 7 runs off it. 12 done.